Okay, so this is Walter from QQmercs.com. I'm here to demonstrate to you guys that using a joystick in MechWarrior Online actually is not a terrible idea, contrary to popular belief. The only catch is that you use it with your left hand instead of your right, and you maintain your mouse control with your right hand so you can do all your precision aiming that the joystick doesn't let you do. So you bind your joystick to your movement controls to where it's your forward and your reverse and your left and your right. And this gives you your analog movements, which makes it so you can actually move your mech a lot more precisely than you can with the keyboard. I can go from full throttle to full reverse throttle or anywhere in between almost instantly, certainly faster than the mech can respond. I can also just turn a little bit while I'm trying to maneuver or turn full speed to swing around things in different arcs, which is very useful, especially in circle fighting and getting them behind heavies with a light. So the other thing that this allows you to do is have a whole array of controls at your fingertips between switching vision modes, firing your jump jets, having extra weapon groups. There's really limitless possibilities. One of the really convenient things, though, is the targeting and vision modes, all available instantly without having to move your hand at all. You just wiggle your fingers around a little bit and you have all of your controls available.
New target acquired.
So I find this to be very useful. One of the other super handy features about using a joystick is the ability to bind a weapon group 6 to your throttle, or whatever weapon group that you decide to use. I set my tag to weapon group 6 and I bind the throttle to it, so that all I have to do at the start of the match is move the throttle forward and my tag laser fires. Now that tag laser is going to stay on the entire match, whether I type in chat or open my map or whatever I need to do, which is a very, very handy feature because, as we know, tag is very useful for missile modes, and having everything you look at always getting painted during the match is quite a bonus. So this particular joystick is the Cytec Cyborg X. It's actually not a very great joystick. The problem being that when you fold out its base, there's nothing forward of it, so it makes it tip unless you give it downward pressure, which can be annoying at times, and it's really terrible for flight games, but it seems to work alright for MechWarrior. Its one huge saving grace is the ability to adjust pretty much everything on it, between the width of your hand to make it larger or smaller, to the rake of the joystick and the tilt of your thumb buttons, to how far forward or to the rearward this whole button setup is all adjustable. It's very, very handy to have a very adjustable joystick for this, because most joysticks aren't made for left hands, so being able to adjust it to be more comfortable is very convenient. It is important to find a joystick that works with a left hand, because again, most joysticks are not designed with that in mind. So it works for MechWarrior purposes, but again, I'd never use it for something like Star Citizen, where I'd be using my right hand, and we need to get around that folding forward issue. Someone actually suggested screwing it down to my desk, but I don't think I'm willing to take it quite that far yet. So, just to demonstrate using a joystick a little bit more, close to these training ground mechs. It's just very convenient and fluid. Once you get the hang of it, it takes about 10 matches to get used to. But once you play those 10 matches, you'll probably never want to go back to using a keyboard and mouse again. Just having all the controls available all the time, analog movement, having your tag laser firing all the time. It's just that much better than playing with the keyboard. And there you have it. Playing with a joystick in MechWarrior and not being terrible. Hope you enjoyed the video.